What do y'all think Nancy saw when she went in that building? I said, I know she ain't about to follow him, but yep, she followed him. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chessie for Tyler Perry's The Oval Season 5, Episode 18. Okay, so do y'all think they finally finna finalize the whole Barry situation? Because y'all know for a long time it's been, is Barry alive? Is he not? Is he alive? Oh, he's alive. That's not his body. But she looked shocked when she went in there. I wanted to see. I wanted them to show it. But before we get into the review, I said I was confused about the Donald and Victoria conversation. Was y'all confused too? I was like, so he was in on it. Donald was in on it. Y'all know I've been saying Donald didn't know nothing about it. But by that conversation, it looked like he did. But then on the trailer for next week's episode, it looked like he didn't. Because I think it was Kyle he was talking to where he was like, she's been giving him something. She's been giving him something to make his legs not work. Okay, she been doing that. Because I know that they said something was wrong with his kidneys. Is the doctor in on it for real? Is Hunter right? I said, let me find out Hunter was right. Because I was like, I knew they said something. His kidneys was failing, and I think that's why they said he couldn't get up and walk. But okay, on this episode, Eli was still lying. Max was basically trying to get him to admit or say something about what went down in the office. He's talking about, oh, nothing was on there or whatever. But Max came back and said the same thing and said he made sure it was nothing on there. And Eli, he kept saying, he was like, something about last night. He kept saying last night. Is he talking about what happened between him and Victoria? But Eli doesn't know Victoria in the bunker. I want to see, well, she ain't in the bunker no more. I said, wait a minute, she's not in the bunker no more. I said, she faking. She trying to get up out of there. But I was confused because I was like, okay, Antonio and Kareem looked shocked, so they wasn't in on it. So when she went down, she did it on purpose like they said. Because y'all know Kareem kept saying she just hit her head. She did it on purpose. I was like, so he was telling the truth, basically. But yeah, y'all, Eli was telling Max to let Victoria know he wants to see her. They showed, I think that's when he goes down there because they showed Max. I thought it was going to be on this episode, but it wasn't. He's supposed to go down there too, and they showed the little bars or whatever. I think they showed somebody else down there as well. But Dale ends up calling Alan and telling that Cal came back. I said, these folks ain't too bright. They ain't too bright. In the whole scene with Priscilla and Hunter, when he brought up recording him in the phone, I said, he heard them. I said, he heard them. Did anybody else think that? But yeah, Dale tells Alan that Cal was back there. Kareem and Antonio was sitting up there. They didn't know what to do. They was like, she bleeding. They was like, she's not moving. They thought she was gone. I said, she faking. I said, I knew she wasn't gone because I had already, first of all, come on now, she one of the main people. And it's a lot of storylines that revolve around her. Especially now since she over here talking about she was slipping him some substances and stuff. I said, wait a minute, when she had time to do that? Then, and I'm skipping so far ahead, but I was shocked by that. She made it seem like she was playing Eli as well. Somebody said that it was like she playing him. I've been saying he been playing her. Maybe they playing each other at this point. But Hunter did what he said he was gonna do. He was watching Donald come down there and what I forgot his name. Isaac. I think Isaac. He was like, you were right. So they watching him. And then Hunter was like, the two boys did me a favor. I said, I hope they get out. I hope they get out of there. But yeah, Donald was trying to find out. Donald need to pick a side at this point. You need to pick a side. Look, I said everybody crooked. Everybody crooked. Because that whole conversation between Victoria and Donald, I was like, wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. She was like, I did this for us or whatever. And I was like, wait a minute. And she made it seem like he was in on it. I was like, maybe she was saying that because maybe she thought. Because remember he said he was going to wear a wire? But Nancy was trying to call Richard. She started trying to call him. And Priscilla brought up, what if it's about Barry? Then he was like, well, she could call Sam. And I was like, man, hopefully nothing happens to her. Because if so, y'all know Richard probably going to take it hard. I don't know. I'm ready to see. And Priscilla, I said, if you trust this man, you crazy. You crazy. Based on what he said, it sounded like he heard you and Richard conversation. But even if he didn't, he still can't be trusted. Come on now. He know all this time he was in on it. But Richard tells Priscilla to be careful. She talking about some recording it on her phone. She trying to play them, talking about some, basically she said she was going to play them. And I said, you going to play yourself. You going to play yourself. But, I said, if Hunter can get a camera, I wrote it down. I said, if Hunter can get a camera in the bunker, he can get one in the kitchen as well. And then y'all know I said last week on one of them videos, I forgot which one, I was saying how if you the president and, you know, especially if you know people after you, you're supposed to have cameras anyway. Not only cameras, you're supposed to have guards everywhere listening, right by the kitchen too. And I didn't write this part down, but I'm going to ask y'all, do y'all think Isaac legit? Or do y'all think he in on it? Do y'all think he's been sent there by somebody? But they brought Victoria to the what's it called, infirmary or whatever. I said, yeah, she playing. So he was waiting. He waited. He looked back. Donald did. The doctor left out, and then he told her basically she could get up. So she got up. And they was talking, and based on their conversation, I was like, wait a minute. So was Antonio and Kareem in on it too, or do they really think that they done off the lady? Because I was confused by that. I feel like because remember they was saying at first that they could help her get out or whatever. I'm thinking that when they did that, she saw an opportunity basically to get out. Like we talked about last week. We talked about this last week. I said she gonna use this as a way to get out. And they said on next week's episode, I think that's the episode where Hunter and Victoria's supposed to face off. I think it's also the episode, or either it's the episode after. I think it's episode 20, where Jason's supposed to be telling his side of the story about his parents and everything. I said this is what's gonna make them join forces again, probably. The whole Jason coming forward. But Victoria ends up revealing that she been slipping Hunter something to mess with his legs or whatever. Wait a minute. How, again, I asked, has she been slipping him something when Isaac the only one been there? Maybe she's saying beforehand. But even then, remember, after he found out, I think after he got sick, I think after he caught Eli in the bed, or he thought it was Sam, didn't they go to separate rooms or something like that? How did she have time to slip him something unless it was Isaac? Do y'all think it was Isaac for real? I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about that. How she had time to slip him something if they've been sleeping in different rooms or whatever, and she was in the bunker. But yeah, she reveals to Donald that she been slipping him something. Then tell him something about in a purple bottle that she got some more stuff that she been keeping. It cut off. Where were we at? I think we talking about the pill bottle. She said something about it was in the did she say it in the bathroom? She said it was somewhere in her vanity. I think that's what she said. Yeah, this good. I said, look, it don't never stop. But the way she was talking, I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, so Donna was in on it. And y'all know I've been saying, I was like, he didn't know nothing about that, but it looked like Hunter right. Looks like Hunter was right. And Donald said something about she playing both sides. And I said, so she playing Eli as well. I said, look at here. But they showed Lena, they had already said in the episode synopsis that Sam goes to Lena about something. And Lena is the news reporter lady. I wonder was she on the show beforehand? Was she? But the way Sam was looking at her, I said, what they got going on? What they had going on? The way they was looking at each other or whatever, but we'll see eventually. But Nancy ends up calling Sam, and Sam tells her he'll handle it, go back home. She hard-headed, did not go back home. Might as well finish with her right now. Might as well go and finish her hard-headed self. So she goes. I knew she was going to go based on the trailer. But she goes, and dude just came up. I thought it was two dudes, because they had a spoiler picture up there. I thought it was two dudes. It was one dude. It just, the way he acted, I was like, I don't know. He wasn't scary to me. He was not scary to me. He was like, are you nasty? And she started asking questions. He's like, are you nasty? And she was like, yeah. He was like, did you bring the money? He was like, let's go in there. She said, I ain't going in there, and then went in there anyways. Really? So he grabbed her purse and got the money out. She said, that's all I had, but I could get more money or whatever. So he just left and went in the building, and she gonna follow. And when she went in there, it was like they didn't show it. I was like, ooh, the way she acted, either Barry was tied up or Barry gone. Wait, I forgot a part. He said something about, talking about Barry. He said there was money in the house. I said, oh, what happened to that money? Remember that money? It also had didn't it have a knife with it? What happened to that? I forgot. Look, it's been so long, y'all. I really forgot what happened to that money and that weapon. Wasn't they trying to set him up or something like that? But look, I skipped over where we left off at. Bobby and Simone. So they got there. She had to get in the trunk. And they was meeting Desiree and Cal. They was meeting them, and they was going over everything they got. They ain't really tell nothing. They just told about Eli having an affair with Victoria. So Simone said that he has to go down too. And I think Bobby was the one that pointed out that she'll be going down. She was like, she didn't have nothing to do with it. I said, yeah, he probably got some information on you too. But they basically told her she had to keep on pretending with him because they need more information. I said, y'all better watch yourself. Kyle over here blackmailing Dale and stuff, trying to get him to come to his house. I said, now, Donna gonna show up. Donna gonna end up showing up, watch. But his slow down self gonna have Dale's pimp on the line. And I said, his voice sound familiar. I was trying to figure out. I usually can place folks' voice. How do I say it? Place their face with their voice, based on their voice, if they've been in a lot of shows and stuff. It sound familiar. I don't know who it was, but yeah. But I remember somebody coming and saying what happened to Dale's parents. Was the Cal telling the truth? Did Dale Pimp do that? I don't think they said his name yet, but did Dale Pimp do that, or did somebody else do it? Yeah, the dude was on the phone talking about what he said about his B words. I forgot. But he want Dale return to him. He talking about, so Cal talking about some, I want money. I said, I wouldn't trust Cal. No, you don't trust nobody like that. But look, Donald came in the room. He hung up on Dale so fast. I said, look, I wrote down, I said, Cal got off the phone with his side piece so fast. But Donald ends up telling Kyle to go to the bunker and find out what happened to Victoria. I said, well, he just talked to her. So I'm guessing, like, because I was waiting on Victoria to say that Kareem and them did that to her. But she didn't. She was like, she had to make it look believable and had to get out of there or whatever. But yeah, since we already, because y'all know it ended with Nancy, but we already covered her. That's all that really happened. So y'all let me know down below what y'all thought of this episode. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces, have a great rest of the night. Be safe.